What's good, soy boys? What's good, proud boys and sad boys, incel boys? Today's the day after Valentine's Day. I would have loved to have gotten a message like this up for Valentine's Day, but not how my week played out. If Valentine's Day was tough for you, I guess this video is for if you are, okay, let's see. There are 5 followers on this channel, so I love having you all here. If you're tuning in, seems like a couple people are tuning in per video. And these videos aren't actually, I want definitely to help out any young men or men of whatever age who feel lost in trying to navigate how to live in the face of everything that gets communicated to men these days about how they're supposed to be. You're not supposed to be anything except you. But if Valentine's Day felt lonely because you were down on yourself for not having somebody, if you generally feel isolated, this is why these videos aren't just for guys. It's for anyone who can connect to these feelings, who this stuff resonates for. And to whatever extent I'm still doing it, even though so far not really getting engagement, it's also useful for me. It's helps me clarify my thoughts on these things, to actually make myself get in front of the camera and just say it, stream of consciousness. And I'm certainly not perfect at any of this stuff. I worry that in the past videos I've made this stuff sound easy, just because maybe the answers sound simple the way I say them or something. And I want to clarify, this stuff can be hard, can be scary, can be, I don't want to give the impression that I mastered these things and they're behind me. No, man, I still get sad. I still struggle with the same stuff. It's just about when those emotions pop up, what's your method of handling them? How do you proceed? So yeah, if you're feeling lonely rather than independent and free and peaceful, that's the whole game. If you, when it's just you, aren't feeling good, then you whatever sense gratification might be achieved with substances or TV or screen use or listening to your headphones or spending time socially and enjoying interacting with people, which also comes along with its own anxieties and stuff. That ain't easy either. But when it's just you, is wherever you go, there you are, right? So if it's just you, the ability to feel good is entirely within your power, to practice the things that make you feel good. And so independence is about, loving, being with yourself, and, not looking at that as having failed to connect with other people. I feel very fortunate personally to have a robust, inner circle of loved and trusted people that I have in my life. But since those relationships aren't codependent, the time between when we talk or catch up or whatever can be very long. And, the key is to spend that time doing the stuff that you're meant to get done, and not laying around choosing to fuel the sad thought cycles of, you know, wallowing in wishing that you had someone around. You know, not having anyone around can be a gift if you choose to look at it that way, because you get to spend your energy wherever you want. You don't have anyone who you're potentially in a codependent dynamic with, making you feel like you owe it to them to, well, the flow ain't flowing at the moment so well. Transmute the loneliness, I guess, you know, like you're choosing to view alone as a failure or a deficiency rather than to see it as an opportunity, you know? Try to find what activities you can do on your own. And, you know, maybe it's like taking some martial arts class or the rock climbing gym that will lead to interacting with people, right? It's not necessarily alone. But, you know, going into nature, writing, reading, whatever it is, listening to music, you know, you know, you're gonna be a human no matter what. It's everything that you are feeling is very human, but you're not going to defeat sense gratification. Like you're not going to never engage in sense gratification activities again. So if the thing that you know that you love to do is listening to the music in your headphones, even though earlier I may have cast aspersions, I guess, on that as an activity, you know, of course I listen to music. Do what you have to do to make your time alone, to spend it on the stuff that you're grateful to have the opportunity to do and that brings you joy to do. You know, you won't, if being alone is sad, is loneliness, then when you're with somebody, you will, if they stick around, it'll be because you and them built something codependent. You had complementary wounds where you both were mutually validating stuff for the other person and relying on the other person, and that's that'll lead to, that won't be peaceful. That'll be because you won't always be able to provide that stuff for each other. That's why you need to rely on yourself first and foremost. If there's something you need and you're relying on somebody else for it, sometimes you won't have that thing. And the things that you think that you need, your mind is a trickster, you know? Like, your mind will convince you that you need something that you don't really. All you need is whatever it takes to keep you going. Yeah, flowing. If you don't love yourself, if you're not in love with yourself, if your time alone is not joyous, if you're not loving it, then you will over rely on someone when they do come along. Probably wind up pushing them away, you know? You got to heal yourself. Healed people heal people. Hurt people hurt people. So if you're still not facing those scary parts of your wounds, the way that your wounds are resulting in, I'm going to make another video right now on not worrying about things, not being afraid of things. And of course you will have anxiety and fear, but like how to handle them, right? What they are signals of, how to proceed when they show up. After I wrap up this video. My Valentine's Day was me and the universe. And it was chill. Just working on mindset, working on feeling good, living the way I want to. It's not so bad. It's not so bad. Far better than putting energy towards some unhealthy dynamic that's disturbing my inner peace, right? Sounds easy, I guess. Yeah, I guess maybe it's not easy. I get that. Anyway, if you're watching this and you're resonating with that Valentine's was hard, I love you. Look yourself in the mirror. Tell yourself you love you. Tell yourself that until you believe it. Here, wait. Maybe get one of these, huh? The self-compassion deck. One of my old therapists, therapist I had my sophomore year of college, the second therapist. I did therapy senior year of high school, and I held things back, so I didn't get the full benefits out of it. And then my sophomore year of college, I went back, different therapist that time around, and that's that time I was able to see how the stuff I had held back the first time around had gotten in the way of me getting to heal. So I didn't hold anything back that time to the best of my ability at that age, and made huge strides. And then had to move home after that year and transferred schools and stuff. And there were a couple different therapists I tried, and then eventually, a few years later, found the therapist that I work with now. Man, big, really leveling up these past couple years. But it's these cards, and it just advises you. There's some introductory cards that are just what is self-compassion, how to use this deck, and they just basically say don't be like doing all the practices on all these cards all at once, but it's just these cards, you take them one at a time. You pick one out and you practice it for a while. This one, rest on your laurels, think of a successful experience from your life. How do you and others deserve credit? How do you and others deserve credit? It just teaches you to give yourself credit and to give other people credit, and to be grateful for what you do have. Man, if you're feeling down this Valentine, hey, thank heavens I pulled this thing out, right? Like, if you are feeling down and lonely in this Valentine's season, this Valentine's weekend, there's stuff in your life that's great, or that you really are attached to, at least. And one day it won't be there anymore, probably. And so try and think about the stuff that your future self will miss, and try to have gratitude for it right now. Try to love it before it's gone, not when it's too late. Try not to focus so much on what you don't have, and focus on what you do have. And again, I might be making it sound easy. Your life, if you are intact and conscious, man, you have the opportunity to go breathe fresh air. You got the opportunity to, whatever it is, whatever activity, habit, practice, food, like, I don't know, using food as for emotional reasons, that's a dangerous game. I wouldn't necessarily advise it, but just know, if you don't feel loved, start loving yourself, and You're probably more loved than you are perceiving. You're probably overlooking some love that is in your life. Yeah, all right, that'll do it for now. All right, peace, abundance, safety, security, health, joy. Good luck with everything. You can reach out to the channel. HelloGuyFieri@gmail.com is the email account that the channel is. My personal Gmail is like 97% full. I have to clear out all the junk mail. So HelloGuyFieri@gmail.com. That's the one to email. There's empty inbox basically. And I don't check it, so don't be counting on me to do that. But comment. I'm trying to make sure this isn't an exercise in ego. I'm trying not to, I really don't want to freaking build some cult of personality here of oh, I got all the answers. No, I'm still working on this stuff too, but definitely high school years, early college years was a lot darker than it's been past couple years, and if me doing this can help anybody, I would love for that to be the case. 5 people did subscribe, so I hope it's helping y'all. And be gentle with yourself. Be nice to yourself. Don't treat yourself worse than you would treat anybody else. So many people get caught in that cycle, being so much harder on themselves than they are on other people. Treat yourself well. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. All right. Bye-bye.